Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tom Talks Stuff. I'm Glayman Tom, and today we've got another anime to cover, so let's just get on with it, shall we? When I'm not watching anime, I like to watch sitcoms, procedurals, and dramedies. An example of each would be Community, Psych, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I could go on for what seems like days, so I thought I'd just limit it to just three. The reason I bring this up is because a little while back, when I was going through the list of anime on Hulu, sorry for a quick segue here, but I don't know if you've ever compared the anime on Netflix to Hulu, but damn, Hulu's got a much bigger list. So yeah, if you have the opportunity, I'd check it out. Anyways, before I rudely interrupted myself, I was going through this list of anime on Hulu when I came across a remarkable find. A mystery series that practically looked like it was the animated version of Bones. Now, I was really happy when I found this, but at the same time, I had a bunch of shit going on and a bunch of stuff I was already watching. So I set it aside in my queue for a rainy day. Well, that rainy day has come and gone, and I can say with conviction that Beautiful Bones, Sakurako's Investigations, was an exceptional anime. Honestly, one of the best I've seen in a good long while. So I guess we'll begin with the plot and the setting of the series. Shotaro is a boy who's tired of his run-of-the-mill, average, every day. He's bored. Bored with the idea of his future. Bored with his present. And you know what? I kind of get it. That is when something special happens to him. He meets the gorgeous but vexing Sakurako Kujo, and a powerful relationship forms. Together, the two solve mysteries, find answers to the past. I guess I'm just going to stumble on my own words again. Sakurako's a specimen specialist who has an intense love and passion for bones. They are her life's work. If you entered her house, you would see hundreds of assembled skeletons. Rabbits, snakes, foxes, deer, even her own precious little kitty cat. She's an absolutely obsessed with the beauty of bones. At times forgetting all else when she sees an interesting specimen, even if it's human bones. There have been a few times where Shotaro has to prevent her from stealing bones at crime scenes. Shotaro is a high school kid who dislikes the ordinary and loves food. The series is based off light novels that have not been released to the US, so I unfortunately have no way of figuring out how the story will continue, which is incredibly aggravating. If I had to put a name on their relationship, I guess I would say they've got a whole Sherlock and Watson thing going on. They've even got their own Moriarty to deal with, but I'll leave him up to you for you to discover on your own. Sakurako's much like Sherlock. She's a brilliant investigator who doesn't get on well with people. She often rubs the average Joe the wrong way, so to speak. In fact, she wouldn't do well without her Watson, to keep her in line and help bridge the gap between her and the ordinary person. This is where Shotaro comes in. He even refers to himself as her guardian. There was a point during the New Year's festival that he got separated from her and used the information desk to call out on the loudspeaker for a missing child named Sakura Kujo to come into the information desk. Her guardian is waiting for her there. I'm not gonna lie, this really got me laughing. Anyways, part of what makes this series so damn good is that it doesn't over-repeat itself. Sometimes they're investigating a murder. Sometimes they're just trying to find answers to the past. The point is, not every episode is find the body, investigate, catch the murder. In fact, there are a few episodes with no dead body at all. The series has good dialogue and characters. So good, in fact, that there's an episode about halfway through the series that doesn't even show the main characters until about 2/3 of the way through the episode. That's not an easy thing to do. But the side characters that had been introduced to that point throughout the series were either so likable or so fleshed out that you weren't bothered at all. In fact, I think it's one of the better episodes of the show. Beautiful Bones, Sakurako's Investigations is an outstanding show. I'll say it again. Now, to be honest, I haven't really watched very many straight mystery anime. Paranormal mystery? Absolutely. I've seen plenty of those. But a just straight mystery with no supernatural elements? This is new territory for me, and I found myself thoroughly entertained. I never thought the answer was too simple or the outcome too complicated. But you never know. Someone else might watch this and call everything, and then call it boring. But I highly doubt it. This is a series that has lighthearted moments that make you smile, heart-pounding moments that have you on the edge of your seat, worried sick for the characters, thought-provoking moments, as well as a couple pretty dark moments as well. It's a really damn good show. Alrighty then, I think it's about time we talk just a little bit about a few of the reoccurring characters that I felt brought some more depth and feeling to the show. Baya is Sakurako's live-in nanny. She has looked after her since Sakurako was a little girl, and the two are extremely close, much like grandmother and granddaughter. However, she can also be strict at times. She is highly approving of Shotaro and thinks of him as a good influence. Yuriko Kageyomi is a girl from Shotaro's school, but not in the same class. It is implied that she has some feelings for Shotaro as well. She is one of the few characters that seems to actually befriend Sakurako. While I like her character a lot, it seems like her interaction with the main characters is extremely, well, plot-driven. She just happens to know a character in need that Shotaro and Sakurako are helping out. And when they find a set of human remains in another episode, they just happen to belong to a person related to Kagami. I'm not saying I don't like her, it's just her character is a little plot-driven is all. It doesn't feel natural. But she is a sweet, likable girl all the same. Moving on. Itsuki is Soki. His name is so similar, his first and last name. And he is the biology teacher at Shotaro and Kagami's school. You know he's pretty important pretty damn soon because he's given a bit of focus in the opening piece. He's introduced as a handsome, suave, and aloof, kinda cool teacher who's willing to help out, but he's in life for himself. But at the same time, you go on to see much more of his kindness, pain, and nerdiness. Seriously, when it comes to plant specimens, he is just as bad as Sakurako with bones. Wow, I really stumbled over my words in that one too. I really need to get better at this, don't I? Moving on. I can talk words. Words are what I speak. Hiroki's Utsumi is a police officer seen frequently in the series. He befriends the other characters pretty soon and even assists with their investigations, giving the protagonists a positive and helpful connection to the authorities. Utsumi is a kind, well-meaning, and usually positive guy. He's got a good heart, a good head, and is a truly likable character. Well, that's it for the plot and characters. I guess we're getting close to wrapping things up. Oh my god, I can't seem to talk. I'm so sorry. I would like to make a special mention here of Studio Troyca, who is responsible for this anime. They only have about 3 projects to date. They worked with A1 Pictures on Aldnoah Zero. I've never watched it, so I apologize for not saying it correctly. And having a currently unreleased project called Recreators. But they did such an amazing job with the show. Visually, the series is stunning. The animation is beautiful, as well as the way they set the mood. Sometimes the characters are in darkness, sometimes the sun rises behind them, and it's just all very well done. And the music? Oh, the music was phenomenal. This series was licensed by Sentai Filmworks, what just proves they've got excellent taste. Seriously, Sentai is quickly becoming one of my favorite companies related to anime. They dubbed Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, which I'd really like to see the dub for, and they also did Chivalry of a Failed Knight, which I'm currently watching for my daily anime ratings. Go Sentai, and go Troyca Studios, someone I'm going to be checking out again in the future. Overall, I loved this series and would recommend it to anyone who likes procedurals and mystery anime. I had a great time with it and will easily rate it with an 8 out of 10. Just one last thing before I go. In the opening song, there was always a line that stood out to me. This story is dedicated to the people who are trapped in the past. I can't tell you how well that fit the show. The series has a real focus on the perception of time. How a part of oneself will always be trapped in significant events in one's life. On more than one occasion, on the big reveal, when characters confessed or thought back to something, they would be reverted to their younger selves. And they would even have a brief look of confusion on like Shotaro's face, like he could actually see the change in atmosphere. It was really kind of cool, and I really liked it. Well, I think that's it. I'll just leave you with a paraphrased line from the show that I think applies to us hardcore anime fans and otaku out there. You stare long enough into the abyss will notice you. And for us, that abyss really is a good anime, book, or hell, even a video game. I really hope to find you again here really soon. Sorry for stuttering over so many lines. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm going to leave it in the cut. I think if I spend way too much time over editing or spend way too much time just stopping the recording because I mess up, I'm never going to get farther and I'm never going to progress and become better at this. So I'm just going to have to live with my mistakes and hope that you can forgive them and just know I'm trying to get better. That's it. I'm Gleeman Thom, and if you made it this far into the video without shutting it off, thanks. I mean, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you enjoyed it, also follow me, Gleeman Thom, on Google+, Pinterest, and Tumblr. A new poll to choose the next series for my daily anime ratings will be up in a few days, so check that out. Take care, and peace. I'm out.